So in this little video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through how to make 4 of our mini books, and this set of 4 is for doing the rather nice room book, caterpillar, and this is fun because this one gives you lots of variations, so you can make it as long or as short as you want, and obviously it's got the very on-trend bee on it. I'm going to do this one this way, House of Cards. Look at that, isn't it lovely? And then possibly one of my all-time favourites is the Star Book, and that is a beautiful one because you can also hang it up, which is lovely. So these are the 4 that we're going to do in this video. Another set of 4 books. These are beautiful. We have the ever wonderful Star Book, which can be opened right round to create a star, perfect for hanging on the Christmas tree, but also a really nice, interesting book. We have the Room Book, which as you open it up, the little floors come down, giving you somewhere to decorate in a sort of more scenic diorama style, which is really nice. Then we have the House of Cards. I love that, and you could double this up and have them back to back again to create a Christmas decoration. And Caterpillar. Caterpillar's great because you can make it as long as you want, but this is playing with hexagons and has this wonderful fold out, and depending how you glue them together, you can have a continuous one or you can have it going off in different directions like I have there. So they're a really nice little set of books, and they're ever so easy to do. So let's start with the caterpillar. So the caterpillar is very simple. You just need this template, and you want to cut yourself as many as you want. Okay, so I'm just going to do, I've done 4. So once I've cut them out, I then take my template, realign it, and I just use an embossing tool and I score those lines. Fold it up on those lines. So once you've folded them, it's just push the triangles in to create your first page. And you just do that with as many as you have got. So I'm going to do 4. Okay. So just fold, fold, push in, just making sure you pinch that point nicely. And repeat. Just scoring those lines. I think you've got the idea. I'll only do 3 because I think you know it's nice, this one, because it's very repetitive. So it's a good one to do and sit and. Okay, point them in. So once you've got your various pages, it's just a case of starting to glue them together. Now, if you want it to open out and go round in a continuous circle, you line all your folds up. So wherever the folds are, you would line that up perfectly. If you want it to open in a more elaborate way, you offset them so you don't have the folds lining up. And then you see it opens in a more interesting way. You can go random, or you can actually follow a pattern and just maybe always offset it by 1 turn or whatever. You know, you can play with that. So line that up. No, not with it perfectly. We're going to go that way. And there you go. You've got the starts of a very interesting, and also alternating the colours looks really effective, but it's just such a fun one to work with, and it does give you a lot of area to decorate, so it's a really nice, doesn't take up much space, but you can get a lot in it. So that's your caterpillar book. Next, let's do the House of Cards. Now, the House of Cards is slightly different in the fact that you have to use the same template and do some different things with it. So, with the template, you want to cut 3 pieces that are the full template. Your final one, you line up and you cut out without this tab on the end. Okay? And this one, we just score down the middle. Okay? That's his job done. All the others, we're going to score all the lines. Okay. Simply scoring the lines. And we're going to fold them all forwards and backwards on each of those lines so that we've got a nice crisp movement that's going to go each way. So forwards, backwards on all of the score lines. It just allows you to be able to manipulate the paper and card a little bit easier. Okay, that's 2 done. Also, it just means that they'll just bend nicely. And the last one. Okay. And this one, I am going to still bend it forwards and backwards, but this is going to be the first one that we make up, and this is going to be made up into a normal diamond. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue along that tab. There we go. Connect that up to create that diamond shape. Okay, and I'm going to bring my base back in, and the first panel, I'm going to put glue on the tab, and I'm going to put glue, not that, on the back there. Okay, so I'm going to take that tab and I'm going to line that up to that fold and secure that. I'm then going to bring that last panel, line it up with the edge of the card blank and secure that there. Okay, so you've now got that sort of movement. On this side, I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to put glue on the base of that one and glue on the tab. Again, I'm going to bring the tab in and line it up on the crease, bring that one in and line it up on the end. I'm going to fold that down so you can see you've got that motion, and then last but not least to go in is that full diamond we made, and you want to put glue on 2 consecutive panels, and then that's just going to slot into there. Use a wet glue so that you've got time to manipulate everything, and there you've got your card that will fold flat, open up, and that is your House of Cards card. Bit of a mouthful, but it's a nice one. Okay, and again with any of these, let the glue dry before you manipulate them too much, because otherwise it's going to pull the mechanism apart. Right, next one, room card, which is this lovely one. Okay, and this is the one that gives you that little fold down bit to create little dioramas in there, So perfect for sunsets and sunrises, and if you've got floral stamps and things like that. But for photographs, and then you can journal down there, so you could have a scenery photo there, a nice bit of journaling there. And you are going to use the cover that we've used on lots of these mini books if you want to do multiples. But the mechanism for this one is so easy. You take your template, draw around, cut it out, and then you're going to score the lines. Honestly, this is one of the quickest, but it is quite a nice little statement card. And there's just a case of folding in, folding up, here's your little tag, tag, tab, put a little bit of glue on there, bring that side in, fold over. By doing it that way, it means you're going to hide your tab inside, and there is your mechanism. Really easy, that one. And you just do multiples. Obviously, because of the shape of it, if you do 4, you can open it right up and they will all fold flat. If you do 5, they're going to, if you fold it right round, they're going to have a little bit of dimension again. So, but 4 will make it so you could do 4 rooms in a house. But that is your room card. Really nice and easy. Okay. So, next one, star card. This is, and has been for many years, one of my favourite ones to do. Always really hard to explain how to do, but once you know, this is a nice one that's easy for you to size up and size down. I mean, I do these quite mini to hang on Christmas trees, but this one is sized to match all the other books in the set. Okay, so for each section, you're going to want to cut 3 layers. Okay, 1 layer stays full size. The next layer, I'm going to leave the black one full size because you won't see the lines otherwise. The next one, you're going to mark 1 line in and cut that bit down. So you can do this at the cutting out stage, but it's easier for me to explain by doing it this way. The next one, so we've done 1 line, now we're going to do 2 lines. And you can cut that down. You have got another line there, that's the fold line for the main cover. You have got another line there if you want to go smaller again, but I'm just going to do 3 because the principle is exactly the same. So then you're going to take each one of these and fold them in half. You have got a central score line for the main inside, but you know, you don't have to use it. So you've now got 3 pages that get consecutively smaller, and you're always going to want to push them in like that. That's what your brain is telling you you need to do, because that's how we traditionally make a book. But when you're making a star book, you're thinking the other way. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line of glue on the outside edge. Okay, and then I'm going to take the next page and I'm going to line up my edges, okay, and then close that one down, so it's going to pick up that edge. So what you've now got, see that, is you've got that gap there. Okay, repeat now with the next size down. Outside edge, a little bit of glue. Again, I use a wet glue, gives me wiggle time. So again, take the next smaller size page, line that up on the edge there, close it down, and now what you've got is those 3 getting, it's hard to see there. you can see they're getting gradually smaller, and it pulls that shape out so that when you've got multiples of those back to back, you've got those layers. What's nice with this is you don't have to have this as a full page. You could have this with maybe grass on the first page, on the first layer, and then some trees on the next layer, and then the full page. So it doesn't have to be a full square, so you can actually see through, or you can cut apertures in. You can really play with this style of book ever so nicely. So there you go, that is your star card.